There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. It's love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. It's the love that heals, the love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. 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 There is only
Om Shanti. Good morning. We have Sister Onkoyo and Brother Inka in the house. And Sister Pavitra, Om Shanti, Brother Leonard, Om Shanti, good morning. So I'm sure you are ready with your Murli book and the pen. And after remembering Baba and such a wonderful commentary and a beautiful song, it's only love. But whose love is so powerful? Certainly, it is not about the human love, the love that exists in different relationships, and the love for the things, love for the money, love for any materialistic things. These things certainly shall never uplift us. If it were, then we would have been uplifted long, long ago. But having all these materialistic things, our life was going down, down, down. The quality never raised. And only now, in this confluence age, God the Father, our sweet Shiv Baba, he comes and gives us this realization to uplift ourselves. And he himself cannot do that by any magic. But the supreme magician has a way, which is magical way, that he gives his knowledge. And by practicing this knowledge, we will be able to uplift ourselves and also people around us. So it's all about his love. And his love is in his knowledge. The more we listen, the more we imbibe. The more we imbibe, the more we'll perfect. Today, Baba said, the more you are under the showers of the rain of the ocean of knowledge, the more the service will grow, the more your stage will become high, the more you will have detachment from the old world, the more you will remember Baba. Today's Murli is a Murli which really increases the faith in yourself and the faith in one Father. Because it's all about the faith, isn't it? If you have the faith, you will follow even in the dark, even in the darkness. If you have the faith, you can climb up not knowing the limit. If you have the faith, you can go deep under the waters, not knowing the inevitable things that is existing there. So faith can give us courage. Faith can make us obstacle free. Faith can help us to move in any amount of turbulence and move with dignity, move with happiness. This is what is important. The way is important. That is, the path is important. At the same time, the companion also is important to move ahead in that path to reach our destination. Today's Murli is 10th June 2022, and the essence is sweet children. Always have the intoxication that you are being showered with the rain of knowledge by the Father, the ocean of knowledge, and that you will become pure by this and return to your great home. Sweet children, always have the intoxication that you are being showered with the rain of knowledge by the Father, ocean of knowledge, and that you will become pure by this and return to your great home. Today's Murli Baba said, the great Father who is living in the great home, the biggest home. Question, on what basis will the faith of you children continue to become even stronger? On what basis will the faith of you children continue to become stronger, even stronger? Answer, as the chaos increases in the world and your divine tree continues to grow, the more your hearts will move away from the old world and the stronger your faith will continue to become. The more we are attached to the world which is connected to mine, my, all the big list. Is it close to you or Baba is close to you? It's not a choice that we have to make. It's actually certainly Baba. and we bring Baba into all that which is mine. Then the balance is maintained. Service will happen at a very fast pace. If it is possible, you may please open your videos and sit. Service will happen at a very fast pace. If you're constantly under the rain of the ocean of knowledge, then greenery has to increase, isn't it? Even in the world, when there is monsoon, when there are rains, people start sowing the seeds because that is the season to cultivate. So the service also will happen at a very fast pace. If you continue to pay attention to dharana, the enthusiasm in your intellects will increase. So the formula is very straight. The formula is very simple. It is said that, see, chaos is increasing in the world and the divine tree is growing here. The more our hearts are away from the old world, the more our faith is increasing here. And the more our hearts are away from the materialistic things, Baba says that not only service will grow, not only your faith will grow, but also destruction will come close. So here the conditions which are necessary to attain the results is, number one, if you continue to pay attention to dharana. It's all about dharana finally, how much we are practicing. The more we practice, the more we attain. So Baba says, if you have that dharana accurately, then your enthusiasm in your intellects will increase and you will stay in that limitless happiness. Om Shan. It is not necessary to tell the children every day to remember Shiv Baba. You children understand that you are Shiv Baba's children. There is no need to tell you. Shiv Baba is teaching us through this one. At least at this point of time, we don't need a reminder that we are children of God, isn't it? Because among the different self-respect we take, the first thing is I, the soul, am the child of God. This awareness, this realization makes us, helps us to claim the complete inheritance. And there's a lot of change even in our routine. So this is the rain of knowledge from the ocean of knowledge. It is the children's intellects that there is now the rain of knowledge over them. I shower the rain of knowledge only over those who become Brahmins. So who are we? Are we not Brahmins, Sister Pavitra? Brother Leonard, Brother Inka?
Yes, sister.
Yes, we are Brahmins, and that's the reason we are under the eternal shower of the eternal knowledge. I come face to face with the children, and the children are now sitting face to face with Baba. This is very, very important. Where are we sitting in our consciousness? We should always emerge the invisible, and we should feel that we are sitting in front of him. And Baba is saying that you are sitting in front of me, and I am sitting in front of you. Baba repeatedly increases your intoxication of sitting face to face with me. Maya then brings your intoxication down. She reduces the intoxication of some a little and that of others completely. Maya is also very powerful. So many priorities, so many distractions, so many disturbances, they pull your attention. And finally, they disconnect us from Baba. So you children know that you have come to the ocean to be refreshed, that is, to imbibe points from the Murli and take directions. What is the purpose of this gathering? What is the purpose of Baba is asking actually about Madhuban, but also wherever, whichever space we find to sit, to connect, for Murli, for yoga. So Baba says that you have come for the sake of refreshment. That is your purpose. You're getting refreshed, and also you have come to imbibe the points of Murli and take directions from Baba. So we are sitting in front of him. Once we receive directions from Baba, we don't have confusions. And when we don't have confusions, we don't have a stress. And no stress means no mistakes. So we don't need to even get pulled to the conventional belief systems of the world about incomes, about business, about relationships, and about marriage, about food. Anything, the belief system of the world is totally different, isn't it? So we have come here to take direction from Baba. We are sitting in front of him. The rain of this ocean of knowledge only occurs once in the whole, what is it? It happens, this rains. This monsoon will not come every year or every birth or every era, every yuga, but it comes only once in every kalpa. That is cycle. The Father comes to purify the impure. People also sing this praise. Purification happens. Rains can really clean in a bigger way and a better way than any human being. I've been literally waiting for rains in Nigeria. Why? Because there is a special insect which is now eating away the flower-based plants. All the one plant got completely huge, big plant, huge, big tree-like, mini tree-like plant giving so many flowers. In just 2 days, it finished. I didn't go out for 1 day. And the second day I saw it half ruined. And evening I went, it's totally ruined. All the petals fall, all the leaves will fall away, and it's become completely loaded with that white insect. So immediately we just have to remove so that it doesn't spread for other plants. But actually it was too late already. The insect was so fast, it already spread. But then I was praying that rain should come because, a severe spray of water can help the plants. Because sitting here, I don't know which type of spray or the medicine that I have to put and where it is available here. And so here Baba is the gardener. And we are the little tiny weeny people who just do something which is as per our capacity. So I was just telling Baba, let the rain come. And from past 2 days, early in the morning, late nights, it's rain, rain, rain. And now the plants are fresh without insects. Because this insect is dangerous. It is a white insect and it makes everything white and every plant die in that. So here rains are so important for freshness, for free from insects, and for fresh growth, new growth, for the greenery. So Baba says that the purification happens when the Father comes. So people also sing songs, that's why. Oh, purifier, come, come and teach us Raj Yoga. You will not call out in this way in golden age. There, you will have already become pure through the rain of knowledge from the ocean of knowledge much before. Much before we are sitting under the rain of knowledge. And then we will go into golden age and live a fresh and divine and pure life. We cannot go there and call, oh, come, rain, fall on us. Over there, even the elements are so pure that you just have to give a thought. And many a times before a thought, whatever is your need is understood by them and they serve you. Servants are special. Servers are special when they understand the need and serve. Because the elements are also divine and pure in golden age. That's why they are worshipped as deities in the iron age also. Together with knowledge, there is disinterest. Disinterest in what? When we talk about knowledge, it is incomplete because knowledge brings disinterest. Disinterest from what, Brother Inka?
Maya, old world.
Old world, Maya, and what else? From the bhakti, devotion. Disinterest from the devotion. This is disinterest from all that which is old that we used to practice. Baba says, disinterest in what? The intellect has disinterest in the old, impure world. The intellects of you children understand that you are now going to the new world and that you must renounce the old world. People have used the word disinterest for this purpose of having disinterest from the old world. People have used the word disinterest for this. When Baba builds a new house, the intellect's yoga is removed from the old and attached to the new. You feel that the old one should be demolished so that you can go to the new one. You children too feel inside that heaven should be established soon, so that you can go home quickly and then be happy. First of all, we will return home with the bridegroom. This is the parents' home. It is the small home. The one is a great home of the great Father. You have to double underline. That one is a great home of the great Father. You know that is the home of all. What is great home? Great means volume. It's huge, big house. It's not a very small, teeny, weeny houses that we have. It's a huge, big. But though the soul doesn't take much space in its existence, how much space? You know, in a space of 1 inch, many souls can fit in. So many souls. But the biggest home and the great home is that land of peace. And that's because that, why is it biggest home or the great home? Because the greatest of great, highest of high, Baba, the Father, lives there. You know that is a home of all souls. This is only in the intellects of you children, not in anyone's intellect. Nobody can even remember that great home. If they can remember, why will they fear for anything? Why will they have the fear of death? Fear of uncertainty, fear of not able to have any possessions. Those fears exist when you don't connect to the great home and the great Father. So Baba says, you children, in your children's intellect, it is there, not in anyone's intellect. Previously, there was darkness and now there is light. Yes or no? Yes. Previously, there was darkness and now there is light. Where was darkness? In the intellect, completely dark. No understanding, no reasoning, no analysis, no logic, blind faith in everything. Either you follow or you completely reject and say that I don't believe in God. Extreme cases existed. All things are darkness. So Baba says gently that light has come in. You also understand that not everyone will take this knowledge. Everyone will definitely return home, though they don't take knowledge, people still return because they all stay there and they all come here. And so when they come here, they have to return. But not everyone will take the knowledge of returning. How you have to return, when you shall prepare to return. It is in the intellects of you children that you are now returning to your home. You are becoming worthy by following Shrimad. What is Shrimad? What is Shrimad? What is Shrimad? They are the elevated directions of Baba. So you have to become worthy in order to go to heaven. Firstly, remember me so that your sins can be absolved. And secondly, spin the discus. How does the world cycle turn? How does the world cycle turn? What is the duration? Who comes at what time? The Father sits here and explains all of these things now. When they say that human beings take 8.4 million births, does that mean that everyone take those 8.4 million birds, so many birds. No, no. You now understand that they are only 84 birds. And also that there is this calculation here. Not everyone will take 84 births. Souls continue to take rebirth from the beginning. At the end, there are even those who only take 1 or 2 births. Those who come at the beginning take 84 births. For instance, Lakshmi and Narayan. People go to their temple, but they do not know anything about them. They simply say they are going to have a glimpse of God and Goddess. Now, they do not even know how their kingdom is established, nor do they know the occupation of those they worship. So, of what use is that worship? This is why it is called blind faith. They do penance, tapasya, and go on to pilgrimages, etc., thinking that they will find the path to meet the God. But no one can find God through any of those ways. Some come here and also go to Jagadamba temple for a glimpse. And so Baba understands that nothing has entered in their intellects. After coming here, you don't need to go anywhere. If you're still visiting every place of worship, means there's nothing has sit in your intellect. All of your desires are now being fulfilled. The part of Jagadamba is now being played accurately. Definitely, the part of Jagadamba is very, very high. First, it's Lakshmi, and then it is Narayan. This is your last birth, and the karmic accounts are being settled here. You have to become free by settling all your karma and also stay in the remembrance of the Father. In fact, you children should only remember the Father. If you remember a bodily being, your time is wasted. Time waste means fortune waste, energy waste, everything, because it's all about the time also. And when the time passes by, we cannot do what we have to do or what we want to do. Baba says that if you remember a bodily being, then your time is wasted. It's not possible for anyone to remember Baba constantly. There are no such things that could be remembered constantly. Nobody can remember any just one thing constantly all through the life. Even a wife cannot remember the husband constantly. So Baba says even a wife cannot remember her husband constantly. Surely, when she's preparing food or taking care of the children, she's not remembering her husband. However, here you have to practice being in constant remembrance so that your stage will be such an at the end that you only remember that one. It's the practice more and more, again and again. We practice, and then certainly long time practice only shall exist at the end. Now, this is an important examination. There is great praise of the 8 jewels. When people experience bad omens, they wear a ring of 8 jewels. It's a very big science about gems and jewels, and it's called as gemology. And which stone, which gem or jewel you have to wear as a jewelry is all about that whole science. So when people experience bad omens, they wear the ring. They have a ring of these 8 jewels. They would put 8 different stones on it. At the end, there should be remembrance of the only one. Your intellects have to be absolutely clear, and no one else should be remembered. For only then will you be able to become beads of rosary. There is a lot of praise of the 9 jewels as well. So now, let there be the practice of constant remembrance. At the moment, scarcely anyone remembers Baba for even 2 or 3 hours. As a chaos in the world, as the chaos in the world increases, to that extent, you will continue to have faith, and your hearts will continue to break away from the old world. Many will die. The intellect says that Maya is a very old enemy. Hmm. The whole world is in shaking. True, but our world is stable, isn't it? See, there is one thing is bigger story, bigger world, and there's another thing is a smaller story and a world inside. The outside world is shaking, Sister Unko says. There are a lot of chaos. So Baba says that your hearts will continue to break away from the old world. Many will die. The intellect says that Maya is a very old enemy. There's no place where there are no enemies. Everywhere there are enemies. Enemy is omnipresent. Everywhere it is there. God is not omnipresent. You children are now changing from dirty to clean. You have the understanding that you must not eat food cooked by impure people. Anybody who have no introduction of God, no idea how to remember God, you cannot eat from the food cooked from their hands. So Baba says, you children are now changing from dirty into clean. So you have the understanding that you must not eat food cooked by impure people. It is also said, as is the food, so is the mind. So sin accumulates for those who buy bad things. You can buy food also and eat, isn't it? So that's why Baba is pulling our attention that the sin will be accumulated on all those people, those who are involved in that impure act of impure food preparation. Number one, sin accumulates for those who buy bad things, for those who prepare it, and also for those who eat it. All the people are part of the sin. Those who buy, those who kill animals, those who buy meat, those who prepare meat, those who sell meat, and those who eat meat. That's it. Everyone is part of that sin. The father explains everything very clearly. You children return after being refreshed here. Many people say that my mother has cooked with a lot of love, or else some would say, oh, the sister who is not in knowledge, but a Kumari. She's Kumari anyway, she's pure anyway. So there is no evil in that vibration. We can eat her from her hand, or somebody who sells the food, makes fresh. It's a fresh food and there's no onion, garlic, and it's all pure. And sometimes in the flight, they say Jain food is available. Jain means no onion, no garlic, very nice, all nice dishes. They say, take Jain food. It's good, it's vegetarian, it's pure, you can eat. But what matters for us is Baba's remembrance. Whoever has made that food must be good people, but certainly who do not know who is God. If the remembrance, if they have the introduction of God, they can remember while making the food. I saw Sister Pavitra making a cup of coffee for her, sometimes just in glimpse like that, or mixing something, water or honey or something. So you should make your things on your own in Baba's remembrance. These two hands are very powerful. Never make them lazy. If your subjects are lazy, then it is soon that will affect the master. That is either so. I also will have the habit of living in the comfort zone. Yeah. And then give excuses. I have so much of service. I am too busy. I am a man. I'm an old person. I don't know how to cook. All of these things. They're all lame excuses. Just excuses. Anybody can cook. They have books also nowadays. Anyone can cook. Of course, you need to have an idea. What is at most what can happen? You will spoil the food. For how long you will become a spoiler? 1, 2, 3. After that, you understand the basic nature of the different types of spices and everything, and you will soon become a master chef. And what is the meaning of eating such type of food which is not offered to Baba? So all of our long time practices will affect at the end. in our last moments, just before leaving the body, all the accounts will come all of a sudden. It will come through the body, illnesses, it will come through the relationships, it will come in all the forms at a time. How do we deal and resolve all those things with a peaceful state of mind? At times, it comes in our own interest. I like this food, I want to eat. There was this story, Dadi Gulzar always shares this story. There was a mother, and it was like she became very old. She is a very old BK, and she has been practicing meditation from a very longer period of time. And what happened was, when she was sick, and she said, I want to eat pani puri. Pani puri is a very spicy, nice little thing that even youth loves, children also love, everyone love in India. So it's a bowl-like thing where you fill up with the spicy water and you just burst in the mouth. So it's very interesting. So the mother said, I want to eat pani puri and I'm so sick, I don't know, I might leave the body, so I want to eat pani puri now. So the children know that the mother is a BK, so she will not eat out, but it will take time for them to go to center, tell the sister, and sister will make, offer bhog, and then give. So it's going to take some time. So what they did, anyway, mother will not know, and they quickly went to the shop in the market, and they bought it, and they brought, and then they gave to her, saying that this is your favorite pani puri. The mother quickly organized everything, pierced the ball and put the water, put everything, and then now she's about to eat. And just, it's like here. And then she feels, oh my God, within 1 hour, they brought everything. Certainly, it is not cooked in the center. So how can I eat this? And she will just put it down. So she saved with her own practices and understanding. Otherwise, finish. Once you eat impure food, then it will have its own effect on the intellect. And souls are not aware about this dangerous act of eating impure food. Food is a divine act in anyone's life. That's why every religion has their food structure, food habits, what you have to eat, how you have to eat, everything. And Brahmin's food is most auspicious. Throughout the day, let the world cycle turn around in your intellects. And also remember your home. When you return from here to your worldly homes, your stage is affected because you receive such company. Even while sitting here, the intellect's yoga of some wanders outside. And this is why we are unable to have dharana fully. And sitting in Madhuban, sitting in front of Baba, even while listening Murli in the centers, and even while remembering wherever we are, but our intellect keep wandering. So Baba says, if your intellect is wandering, you're unable to have dharana fully, whatever Baba is saying about food, about remembrance, it cannot be imbibed fully because if you are putting anything from outside, then the intellect will go outside. If you think that, no, it's okay to eat machine food, machines have no feelings. So machines do not have negative thoughts. Machines are very neutral. So I can eat, open the packet and keep eating. Bread is made in a machine. So machines don't add any vicious thoughts. So machine food is good, but you eat and your intellect becomes thinking like machine. No love for God, no love for the self, no love for the knowledge. The feeling of love will still be there, but it is completely limited love. The unlimited love can be experienced only when you cook with your hands in your complete consciousness of being in remembrance and total awareness of offering bhog to Baba and then consuming it. Anything comes in the center, whether it is fruit or anything, we are bound by this rule, by this law that we have to offer before we eat. We cannot just pick up and eat anything. We have to offer bhog to Baba. This is why they are unable to have dharana fully. The unlimited Father sits here and explains to you, children, you are a soul and you perform actions through your body. You're a soul and you perform actions through your body. You understand that you are taking Srimad from Baba and claiming your fortune of the kingdom once again. I saw Vedanti Didi. When she came here, she just comes and said, quickly, I want to make 2 rotis. So I said, I would make, no. Because Didi said she would make Reva Didi. And she said, okay. But then immediately Reva Didi called somebody. Joshua, please bring me that and mix this atta and all of that. See, she saw that she is now directing, giving the task immediately. Vedanti Didi said, it's 2 rotis, I will make myself. 3 days she stayed here. She cooked her own food. Why tell anybody? Such a big director of Total Africa. She believes, and her belief system has taken her very high and made her elevated. To understand Baba's knowledge also, it is the pure food which is important. Otherwise, it's difficult to understand. They are not just English, they are not just words. To read between the lines. And also, when you listen to knowledge, it will empower your mind. And also, it will inspire to imbibe the points of knowledge. Not everyone can do because of these disabilities that we are not paying attention. So Baba says, you understand that you are taking Srimad from Baba and claiming your fortune of the kingdom once again. So how happy you should be. Please remember, ask the children of the Lord of the Gopis about supersensuous joy. Ask the children of the Lord of the Gopis about supersensuous joy. Today, who are we? We are the children of Lord. We are the children of the Lord. So which means we are Gopis. We are Gopis who are the children of the Lord. Gopi Vallabh ke bacche. As your stage becomes higher, as expansion continues, the mercury of your happiness will continue to rise and your faith will continue to become stronger. As you continue to pay attention to your dharana, the enthusiasm in your intellects will continue to increase. Why there is no enthusiasm? Why there is no dharana? Why there is no attention? Everything is connected. Attention is important. With attention, what will happen? First, Baba said that your mercury of happiness, everything will rise. Your stage also will become higher. If you practice these things, your stage will be higher and the expansion of the service will continue. And the mercury of happiness also will raise and your faith will continue to become stronger. And last, you shall pay attention on certain good things and then your dharana also will become strong. And then the third one Baba said is enthusiasm will be there to do more and more and more. As the time goes by, service will move at a very fast pace. Everything is growing. Now you are imbibing Amrit Vela, Murli, vegetarian food, self-cooked, offered to Baba. All of this you are practicing. And then new things are also coming up every day. And new practices are getting added up. So when the new practices are getting added up, you cannot leave the old. Can you? You're doing all the new things, that writing blessing for 21 times and practicing every day one relationship with God, that we experience Baba's things. But then you think, I'm busy in Murli. I cannot listen in the morning. I will think about it when I'm free in the night. So when your old practices are not being taken care, your new practices will not really help you to remove the old sanskars within. So Baba says, as time goes by, service will move at a very fast pace. You have to create such methods. There's no other way that we can compromise with our lifestyle. We have to create such methods that someone will be struck by an arrow. The main thing is to give the Father's introduction to others. Now you receive an unlimited inheritance. Baba now is having another topic about service, after service to the self, then it is a service to the world. In that, Baba says, you have to create new methods of teaching others. And the main thing is to give Father's introduction. You receive an unlimited inheritance from the unlimited Father. He is also the ocean of knowledge. It is only with knowledge that human beings become pure. That same Father is a purifier. Just take up the one point of how devotion cannot continue with the notion of omnipresence. That God is everywhere. That is the main damage, that is the main defect in the devotion, is the belief that God is everywhere. Now, this has to be explained very clearly. You cannot just challenge them that by saying you are wrong and God doesn't exist everywhere. By just speaking like that, it's not going to make them happy or satisfied. Bible says you need to explain these things very clearly. Those people say the destruction takes place through our knowledge. Outside people say, these Brahma Kumaris, I think their knowledge is so different, destruction will come because they are not helping people to connect everywhere. They are saying God is not omnipresent. So destruction will take place. So you also say that the flames of destruction will emerge from the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. Yes, of course, destruction will take place. And destruction, who will initiate? It is from the sacrificial fire, the flames of the sacrificial fire from the knowledge of Rudra, that is the Shiva. Therefore, they are also right. However, even if they do not understand, what else would there be other than destruction? If they don't understand like this, how else it will happen? What else it will be? So destruction took place a cycle ago too. And it's now just repeating. So God speaks, all of this will be sacrificed in the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. Those people think that your knowledge is like this, and that is why they oppose you. Why people oppose? Because we are with the truth. So we have no blind faith. And here we believe in more practicing than just preaching about things. So Bible says that they shall oppose you and your knowledge, and they believe that they will find God by doing a lot of devotion. We also say that those who have done a lot of devotion have found God. They are right. Only after doing a lot of devotion, you will find God. However, for people to understand these things, a lot of effort needs to be made on them. A cycle ago, too, you children changed hell into heaven with the Father's help. And so the destruction of hell must also have taken place. Only when hell is destroyed can heaven be established. So you can also explain that Bharat truly was pure. People of all the religions would agree that there definitely was heaven. Actually, ancient means that which is the oldest. Ancient means that which is the oldest. And so that must have been heaven. That which has become old also has to become new. Now, this is in the intellects of you children. There was definitely the kingdom of deities, but no longer it exists. They are once again carrying out the establishment of the original eternal deity religion. With whose help it is happening? Of the one who is the incorporeal Bapuji. Baba likes this word. Bapuji means father. The incorporeal father of all the souls. He is the father of all the souls. You understand all of these things. You are so ordinary. And the Father says, I am also the Lord of the poor. You are poor. Who is poor? We are poor because in comparison to what we were in golden age, like deities studded and loaded with jewels and ornaments and precious stones, and we were so rich in looking. Our health also was complete. Everything was complete and perfect. Bible says, by the comparison, look at what you are now. You became really poverty-stricken, poor. And so, He is the Lord of the poor. So what do you have now? What do you have now? You have sacrificed everything for Bharat, for that eternal land where God is coming. to help God's task in purification. Important is Bharat and actually complete world. So Baba says that you have sacrificed everything for Bharat. Your war with Ravan is so great. Now Ravan is unlimited, invisible. Bharat is also unlimited and invisible. So your war with Ravan is so great. You are the Shakti army. It is also sung, salutations to the mother. Impure ones praise the pure ones. So which mother are they referring to? When there is this beautiful praise, and there's so many songs, Vande Mataram, and it is a national song, when Vande Mataram is played, everyone are raised. They stand and they give respect to this Vande Mataram song. But not many understand the truth about behind it. Even in Nigeria, when we played this song, all the students, I remember everyone stood up in respect of this particular song. They think that it is Mother Earth, but it refers to those who live on Earth. Those who think it belongs to India, those who think that it belongs to mothers, they will not stand in respect. Those who think the truth behind it, the spiritual secret is, it is referring to the real mothers who are giving their time, money, energy, mind, everything in uplifting the souls and transforming the old world. It is in the praise of those mothers, not Mother Earth, but it refers on to those who live on earth. Now this is Jagadamba. And so there are also her children. Jagadamba means mother of the world mother. So Dilwala temple is the memorial that has been built. There are Kumaris and there are half Kumaris also, who are also called as mothers. Mothers are also Kumaris because of their pure practices. You say, Baba, we are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. So call us your children, not mothers. All of us are Baba's children, isn't it? Baba is calling us Vande Mataram. Mothers, you are great. And children saying, Baba, we are your children. We are not mothers. We are Kumaris. These are deep things that require understanding, but people are not able to take them in. And the consciousness of their previous births have been instilled and does not break only. It is such a dirty thing. So many, the material of the previous many births is so much strong within. I, mine, is not at all breaking. And it's not at all helping to cross the borders, to cross the obstacles, to cross the barriers which has been created since time immemorial in the path of devotion. It is in your intellects that Shri Baba is sitting in front of you and is speaking to you all these things. Now the Father has entered this body. Baba comes and performs divine alaukik activity. Alaukik means spiritual. Now Baba is now helping us, enabling us to perform divine and alaukik activity. He teaches impure ones in order to purify them. There has to be accurate remembrance. Shiva Baba the purifier is teaching us. The purifier is the highest of all. He is the Father and he's also our teacher. The first word that emerges should be purifier. God the purifier. And that's why there's special songs in India. Patita Pavana Sitaram Raghupati Raghava Rajaram. They think it is a Rama of the Silver Age, but it's a Rama of the whole world, the Supreme Father. Rama means the most beautiful one. And Sapatita Pavan, the purifier, who has purified all the souls as Sitas, those who are like Sitas, because Sita is a better half of Ram in the story. Now here when we consider God as the Ram, then who is the better half of Ram? We, the souls who know him and who love him. And so Baba says, people remember him and say, oh God the Father, come and teach us Raj Yoga once again. The Father also says, I am teaching you easy knowledge once again. There is no question of books, etc. in this. However, people have mentioned these names. The Father is now teaching you to make you worthy. You are given new points every day. The Gita and the Granth means scripture, etc., do not contain any addition or editing. They don't do anything addition. They say the very same things, routine things. They edit, but they remove that which is beautiful. They don't add anything. Any scripture, they don't add anything good. And they remove good and they keep editing. And they keep writing in which way we can take excuses. What all the possible ways of taking excuses and all types of, it's okay, it happened like this person did like this, so it is fine. So they don't have new additions in it. They say the very same things from the time immemorial. Here, in this knowledge, however, there are additions and some things are also edited. Everything's additions are also there and editing is also there. So you are given new points every day. This knowledge is very wonderful. It is not contained in any scriptures of any religion. You know, lust is the greatest enemy. Brother Inka, lust is the greatest enemy. God speaks. Forget everyone as well as your own bodies and only remember the one. People don't understand this. That's why they are attracted towards marriage. They're attracted towards living in relationships. But what is important here is to understand the biggest enemy is lust. And who will understand these things? Who has the courage to practice? And who will have the courage to practice? Who have practiced the rest of the things, at least what Baba said. This also will become easy. No practice of this true knowledge is easy. It is only easy when you have love for God. Without love, we cannot do anything. And to change ourselves is so difficult. We are already stuck like calcium, like strong. All the belief systems, our routine, our relation, our belief systems, our food habits, and our interests, our interactions, everything is like stereotype stuck thing. Baba is slowly breaking everything and making it more flexible, more palatable, so that we can transform easily. Baba says lust is the greatest enemy. Many people take excuses on this particular thing. Okay, if lust is greatest enemy, we'll have a pure marriage. We'll get married and we'll practice purity. We will be on the same path of knowledge. We will still love God. But let me tell you, what big problem has come. These decisions we cannot take all alone. As the religious heads, they would advise people what to do in life. Our head here is our Baba, after that Dadis, then after that our Didis and the instruments. So they have to decide about these things in our personal life as well, because they are our family. So if they are not deciding anything like that, so the decision has not come from Baba. And so we take our own decisions because we are interested. So nobody will get married without the interest of that vice. That's it, straight. There's no other way of telling things, that's all. So that's why Baba says, lust is the greatest enemy. God speaks. Forget everyone as well as your own bodies and only remember the one. I will take all of you souls back home. I am the immortal image. I am the immortal image. Those who practice purity, they enjoy this point. And those who have biased ideas and understanding about purity will have the fear of this point. First of all, they don't understand. Second, they fear. Baba has an immortal image. That is, he's the death of all the deaths. I have come to take all the children home, so you should be happy. You understand that you are now to return home, become clever quickly. Become clever quickly and claim your inheritance from Baba. The war will not begin until then. Baba says, I cannot do anything. Rehearsals will take place first, and as yet the rulers have not come. Yesterday, what Baba said, the nature is asking, the Lord of the nature is not yet ready. The master of the nature is not yet ready. So how can the nature start its work of purification? Day before yesterday, every day Baba is speaking about this aspect. And also the food aspect he started this week. We have been listening. And yesterday we are Vaishnavs. Vaishnavs don't eat anything impure, even the onion and garlic. And day before yesterday, Baba spoke about eating in remembrance. So as yet, the rulers have not yet come. You can also explain about the rulers. There's a place and the name is Rajasthan. Rajasthan is a place of rulers. So this is the gathering of rulers. There's a land of kings. So ask them, do you know why this term Rajasthan is used? It used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan in Bharat. There's a place called Rajasthan. It's a very beautiful and a very vast area. And Mount Abu headquarters is in Rajasthan. So Baba says, to do service, you ask why this place is called Rajasthan. And why, what is the significance of it? That Rajasthan has to be established once again. Whatever Rajasthan at present is, there plenty kings have come and they fought for their existence and they proved their existence with lot of strength. And many kings came and they went. Baba says that's why it's called as Rajasthan physically, but actually, truly, it is not the one. So it is being established now, actually. We know this, that only when this enters into your intellects will your mercury of happiness will raise. And wow, how it will raise? With the thought that I am now becoming again a ruler. On the path of devotion, they built temples to those deities. There was so much wealth in Bharat. We are once again making into the divine land of kings. Come and understand these matters. Let there be such enthusiasm for explaining these matters as well. Now, this is also a seminar. Course is a seminar, isn't it? You all did a course. You all liked it, isn't it? The way it was conducted and it was introduced to you. Sister Pavitra, Brother Leonard, Sister Esther, everyone can speak about your experience. Didn't you find it interesting? And
Yes, sister. It
yeah,
was really interesting. And before that, I didn't even know about that is a spiritual knowledge and how the souls will be. And I don't know at the center of the forehead where the soul stays.
see,
Anything, no information.
anything,
But
no
now I know these
information.
things.
Very good. See, you are at least so good, honestly, you realize that you have no information. There are many souls who knew these words, who has the information, but who are deprived of the practice of these things. So they are also are not so fortunate. So the fortune is we get to understand, we realize the need of it, and we are connected. Baba says there should be enthusiasm in explaining. This is also a seminar. Baba has explained how you should do service. The Kumaris and mothers, and also the brothers, all listen together. In this Murli is heard by everybody. So one God, not Krishna, is the highest on high. So you can explain about Rajasthan, definitely. There was Rajasthan, the land of kings, and temples have been built to them. We are creating the once again, and the Father is teaching us Raj Yoga. You must also try this. Then for half a cycle, you will not need to cry. By following Rama Srimad, you are conquering Ravan. If they listen to such words, it will touch them, and those who are struck by an arrow will come to understand. And Baba, what is the arrow? Arrow are those jewels of knowledge. If it gets stuck here, then you will come to that understanding. Baba holds this unlimited seminar every day. This gathering is an unlimited seminar. Now, this is a seminar of souls and the Supreme Soul. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bapdada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. And the spiritual children say, Namaste, good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. In order to become free from the suffering of karma, stay in remembrance of one father. Don't waste time remembering any bodily being. Keep the line of your intellect very clear. Eat very pure food. As is the food, so is the mind. Therefore, do not eat food prepared by the impure people. You must make your intellect clean. Blessed. May you be constantly wealthy with spiritual sympathy and make everyone content with it. In today's world, there are many with wealth, but the greatest wealth is needed is sympathy. Whether rich people or poor people today don't have any sympathy. You have the wealth of sympathy, and so it doesn't matter if you don't give anything else to others. You don't need to donate money. You don't need to give any things, materialistic things to anybody, no need, because you have the greatest wealth, that is sympathy. And you have that sympathy for yourself, can make everyone content with sympathy. This is a wonderful connection. If you hold sympathy for others, you can give that experience of contentment to others. Baba says, your spiritual sympathy is in terms of your spiritual connection. With this spiritual sympathy, you can satisfy everyone in terms of their body, mind, and wealth. Slogan, make courage your companion in every task, and you will definitely be successful. Make courage your companion in every task, and definitely you will experience success, or you will become successful. Such a wonderful definition. So if what we want depends on how we do. Huh? Company of courage. Radenka, what is your point? What did Baba say? Yeah. And what do we have to follow today?
Yeah, Baba said that the main thing is that we should become bodiless, and we should remember holding the Father. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Sister Uncle.
The main point today, that is thinking about what to eat, and what to eat. Because if we eat anything,
if you yes, it will affect your intellect.
So, and you will not be happy.
Yes, you will not be happy, and then you will not be strong in your faith, and then service will not grow. Many things. Very true. Sister Pavitra, what is your takeaway from today's Murli, Baba's Murli?
Today, actually, I learned a lot of things, like how we should be. Like you said about the lazy hands, we should cook our own food and eventually give for serve Baba, and then eat, do ourselves and then eat. So, yeah.
Very good. I'm glad you picked up this point.
Yeah, because I used to like I'll not do myself. So my mom used to give me. So I was like that, spoon fed, but now I understood how I should be. Yeah.
See, if you cook from your hand and eat, if you eat more also, it will digest and it will not add weight, or it will not become anything that gives sorrow to you, because these 5 fingers, there are 5 elements in this. So with lot of love, you cook and then you eat. Then the 5 elements cannot really trouble us if we give this type of respect to them.
Yes, sister, that I understood. Yeah. So
Very good.
that was a key
Congratulations.
takeaway for me from this.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
Very good, Sister Pavitra. And Brother Leonard? Yes.
Really, I joined the class late, but I came in when you were speaking about lost. And lost is what
Greatest
we
enemy.
should. Yes. So from what the Baba said, you should make courage your companion so that we can experience success and eat what is pure so that you can make yourself holy. So that's what I was able
There's
to.
so much greenery behind you, Brother Leonard. Is that your garden?
Yeah, that's my garden, my compound. I'm outside here.
Oh, wow, you really are a lord of garden.
Yes, I
It's
have a
really
plenty garden in my compound.
beautiful. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice to see. And also
Yeah,
want to
thank you.
announce that day after tomorrow, today is Friday, day after tomorrow, very, very important, please save the time, Legos time from 10 o'clock onwards. We have a special session with Sister Sharona, who is the in charge of the centers in Israel. And she is very powerful. It's over 35 years she has been practicing meditation, and she's loaded with experience, the invisible experiences with Baba. So it is actually um, a wonderful gift for us for this weekend. And the topic is My Promise to Baba. So she's going to conduct like a workshop, and it's going to be in English. Please take benefit of this particular workshop. Legos time, 10 o'clock meditation, and it'll start at 10:30 till 12:30 for 2 hours. So enjoy Baba's wisdom and Baba's family as well. So we'll connect tomorrow again at the same time, 8:30 a.m. in the morning for listening to Baba's Murli. So all the newcomers, please, I'm sure that gradually this time is getting fixed in your intellect. Thank you, Brother Leon. So let's remember Baba for just a couple of minutes. Feel your essence in between the forehead. Let's see ourselves as we are originally, a point of light. A light which has peace, love, happiness, purity, and all the powers. Let's also visualize that we are constantly under the canopy of God's shower of power. The ocean of knowledge is showering the rain of knowledge on us. We, the souls, are getting fresh, cleansed, totally clean and pure under this rain of knowledge. We, the souls, experience that freshness and lightness in the mind and also in the body. As Baba's light is entering into me, I experience super sensuous joy as I am the child of the Lord of the gopis. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Congratulations to all of you for making this time and making them this fortune. Have a great day. We'll meet at 8:30 Lagos time in good night meditation. Om Shanti.